Dear colleagues, let me start my topic with a small news how the Russian President Vladimir Putin decided to do equilibrium the children of the so-called organization Chevika Wagner with the troops of the defense of Russian defense office. So this is a main signal. So how that private film have biggest losses and the problem with the collect additional soldiers is an additional problem, difficulties for the Mr. Prigozhin. And certainly by the background of the announced to the West how the Wagner groups is a terroristical organization, the these troops have biggest significance in the play game between the West and the Russian manager companies. The changed coins. Meanwhile, the first part of my topic will be the critical criticism of the chief of the Russian State Bank, Elver Nabiulin, about the fraud groups who entered in the Russian bank system. So I must to know the chief of the Russian Central Bank have not talk about said about the cyber criminals, but the criminals she meant as a fraud people, fraud groups, um, but had a speed and the action have action more quick than the enforcement, than the bank controls, than even the Russian treasuries. So this is the start the unmanagement rivals competition between the main story between the Sberbank of Russian Federation and VTB group. So certainly that is a politician's idea, decrease Sber and to improve VTB group. But the suffering total population, Russian population have not normal usual bank service. Despite that, the efforts of the chief of the Sber, German to show Sberbank as a structure of support Russian foreign policy. Russian management group have not estimated this effort as Sber losses all branches, all filials and additional offices in the overseas. At this time, VTB have not to take additional foreign offices in the abroad. So Tajikistan, so the VTB created a light bank, bank group, and certainly the bank Sberbank, who have the client base as the population, ordinary people, have not business interest for the manager group in Russia. Despite Vladimir Putin have account in the Sberbank, he's forced to the removing accounts into the VTB bank. This is allows the Russian law have a mind to the keep the bank security, bank security, the personal data of the clients base of the Russian banks, and the accounts of them will distribute in the yellow press and using the frauds goods with the and this is the main story. This is the point to note. This is one of the influence of the sanctions. So if you remember, sanctions after the 24th of the February was directed for the destroyed Russian financial system. Russian financial system, this is a system the payment system and system of transaction in the buying and the sales actions, and for all the consists the money, so-called money circulation in the state. And totally the sanctions, one of the only one sanctions, the turnover out of the SWIFT, and some of the without control of the West banking system, the base of the standard of the Basel III. This is a very big threat for the destroying the bank system, and this is the reason. Allows to the Russian bank's chiefs and Mrs. Nabilny to told this the statement. And thirdly, if Vladimir Putin, Russian president, have a benefit of the with the game at the hand of the own bank structure. If you remember, the first sanctions against the bank system about the Russia bank under the leadership Gennady Kovalchuk shows that Vladimir Putin have own interest in the bank shares. And the bank share, this is maybe the conflict interest of the Russian president. And if and so this is the one reason how the Russian bank system have not interest, have not allowed to the kept into the internal money circulation, the digital rubles, and the digital money circulation allows to the show when money without another declaration of income. If you remember the declaration of income, Vladimir Putin cancelled. This is one of the biggest achievements of the Russian hand against the counter-sanctions actions. So it's very that is a very simple logic. As said earlier in the beginning, after the 9th of the March, Russian State Bank have not a possibility to allow to take currency from the own accounts in banks and so there will be continue the money circulation in Russian Federation with using euros and US dollars. So, and certainly when the control was weak, the fraud groups, as Russian said, to up his heats. And certainly and here the problem how the biggest expenditures Russian treasuries in the January have a threat at the hand of the economical safe for the money circulation and stability of the Russian ruble and the Russian the law payment system. So before the second part of Jesus, my topic today will be how the Spain kept the one of the big women law. One part of them to the give to the woman in the critical day due to the physiological features of the women organism, the vacation of this day, maybe 1 or 2 days, when the physiological features of the human organism. So not only all countries of it have advanced of it. Indonesia, maybe Zambia. In Europe, Spain, the first country which give to the woman have care of the human of the women health. Certainly, the second part of my topic we will discuss about the Ukraine story. Certainly, and so before the first anniversary. First anniversary of the beginning, the Russians so killed at first named the operation Denazification, Denationalization, deatismization, Ukraine over out of the Nazism, neo-Nazism, I don't know. So I must tell that the using the words Nazism, neo-Nazism, and another with the precedent of the Nuremberg process must be approval endorsement by the international court, international court. And so in other case, they use these words as the information provocation, maybe, or simply populism, political populism propaganda. Is a style of the ideological fight during the period of the Cold War. And certainly that is propagandist with one of the aim of the 10th of the package sessions of European Commission, which will be entered before the 24th of the April. The biggest package sessions have a touch of the Russian expert, the sum 11 billion US dollars, including the special techniques of the for the policemen, for the police, the special means, the fear gas, for example, the electroshock instruments, tools, and etc. So also the State Department said Victoria Nuland announced that before the 24 will be biggest largest package of the sanctions against Russia. Very terrible and very big package of sanctions will be entered in the United States of America. And certainly this background we have biggest voyages, for example, the Olaf Christensen went into the Kiev and promised the big Sweden weapon. Lloyd Austin arrived in the Tallinn with the starting and additional help to the Baltic countries. And the last, Jens Stoltenberg arrived in the Ankara with the help of NATO help of the consequences of the earthquake. Horror event. Jesus. And here, the at the background, how the Lloyd Austin have a visit in the Baltic countries. Russian military jet fighters Su-27 of the Kaliningrad Air Base started and was intercepted F-35 over the territory of the Poland, which Holland jet fighters meet and intercepted and sent Russian Su-27 back into the Kaliningradskaya Oblast. But we have not a statement of the Poland's hand about this is a story. And certainly the tension situation reflected the statement Alexander Lukashenko, which going to the defense of Belarus if the Nabot will attack Belarus and invasion in the territory of this country. And so right now Joe Biden in this period, the last week of today, will be had a medical studying all organism for the full program. So thank you. Bye.